If you keep your wits about you, you may find the right opportunity to end a threat. Want to take your knowledge beyond the narrated videos? Join us on Active Self-Protection Extra and subscribe for multiple videos every week to help you get better in your defensive skills. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Leicester in England. Here we're going to see an attempted robbery of a convenience store that goes very badly for the robber. It's going to teach us important lessons about feigning compliance, about choosing your opportunity to defend yourself wholeheartedly, and about partner tactics to subdue a threat. Clerk at the register here recoils because this guy comes and points a firearm at him. Yes, this is in England. Yes, it's very rare that you see an actual firearm, but it appears that he actually had one here. I see nothing in the news story that says that it was a replica or it was fake. So then he grabs this other guy who, if you go read the news story, you find out is a black belt. Guy's got some significant martial arts study. He actually teaches kids martial arts in this town. And so he is going to bide his time and open the register for him. And I think that's very smart in this instance. He's feigning compliance. He's waiting for his opportunity. He's giving him what he wants because he doesn't want to get hurt and wants to watch out for his employees. Totally okay. You see him hands up there, gestured. He's like, hey man, I don't want any problems. Gonna give the guy what he wants, but the guy keeps putting a gun right in his face, and when he grabs a hold of him, he's not having it anymore. He tries to grab the gun away from the guy. Now he's gonna try to control him, and as they're gonna go around the other side here, we're gonna change angles on this. And you're going to see him here work together with the other employee to grab a hold of this guy, to get him on the ground, to keep control of his hand that has the gun in it. They're going to finally get this guy down on the ground and get him controlled. You can see the gun there that is in his hand, but he's not able to use. And they're going to hold him, the news story says, for 13 minutes while they wait for police to get there. They say when seconds count, the police are only minutes away. In this case, 13 minutes, but they do finally show up and take him into custody. Now, let's go back and think about some significant lessons out of this one. First one here from this clerk, hey, that's fine, just comply, man. Give the guy what he wants. But now here, as we see this more senior manager here, he's like, oh man, what's going on? And compliance is probably the right strategy there. Even as somebody who has significant empty-handed skills, you gotta have the right opportunity. Remember, in an armed robbery, you have to wait for your turn. This is an important part of surviving an armed robbery. Wait for your turn, feign compliance. Look for when you can launch an ambush on the guy. And in so doing, hey, give him the money out of the till. And if that gets him to go away immediately, fine. Just let him have the money and go. I do love here that we see our guy here is going to put his hands up. Hey, man, I'm complying. Don't give me a hard time. He only decides to defend himself when he feels like he has to. Now, once that guy grabs a hold of him, he says, man, this guy's going to take me in the back. He's going to take me somewhere else. And when you're going to get taken to a second location, that's the time to fight right there. And that's when he decided to, hey, I got the opportunity to get inside this guy to get a hold of his gun. Now, interestingly to me, you see him grab a hold and he uses those, T-Rex arms and gets short, but he's going to try to just rip the gun out of the guy's hands. And in the 5Ds plus 1, we talk about yes, deflect, yes, dominate, but then distract. You got to give him something else to think about. Otherwise, it's a strength contest, and he's holding on to that gun by the part that's easiest to hold on to, so he wasn't able to rip it out of his hand immediately. So that's why we talk about those 5Ds plus 1 being in the order that they are. Now, as they both get a hold of this guy finally and they're pulling him around, I think it's great. We want to talk about partner tactics. Notice here that the one guy who's got him from behind has a hold of his hand and a hold of that gun, and the other guy goes low on him, so you're working high-low. So if you have somebody else you're working with, talk to them. Tell them, hey, listen, I'm going down. You control this. I got that. So that you're working together as a team and not as two individuals. And then they're going to finally get this guy down and continue to work as a team. And when you do that, that gives you the opportunity to overwhelm someone. It's not as easy to hold somebody down as you might think it is if you haven't worked on it. But they had to hold this guy down for 13 minutes. So watch those partner tactics as well. Thankfully, these guys feigned compliance effectively. They launched the counter ambush when it was the right time. Their empty-handed skills was up to it. They worked together as partners, and they held this guy as long as they needed to see justice done and cover their asp.